Forget everything you think you know about luxury, because today, we're stepping inside the world's most jaw-dropping houses. These aren't just homes, they're palaces in disguise, futuristic fortresses, and private paradises that only billionaires could ever dream of owning. We're talking hidden underground bunkers that look straight out of a spy movie, private beaches where the ocean is literally your backyard, and mansions so massive they operate like entire cities of their own. The kind of places where private airports, ballrooms, and priceless art collections are just part of everyday life. And trust me, you won't believe what's inside number 1. It's a property so iconic, so staggering in scale, that it redefines the word luxury altogether. So before we dive in, hit that subscribe button right now, because if you love jaw-dropping architecture, insane wealth, and the kind of homes that make you say no way, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Stick around, because each house we're about to explore is more jaw-dropping than the last, and the deeper we go into this list, the crazier it gets. Number 10 takes us to the glittering French Riviera, where turquoise waters meet lush, rolling hills, and nestled right in the heart of it all sits one of the most legendary estates in the world, Villa Leopolda. Perched above the Côte d'Azur, this mansion isn't just a home, it's a slice of history. Originally built for King Leopold II of Belgium, the estate has passed through the hands of royalty, billionaires, and even Hollywood moguls. Its very name, Leopolda, still carries an air of aristocratic power. Valued at well over $750 million, Villa Leopolda is often considered one of the most expensive private residences ever constructed. But here's the thing, it isn't the marble staircases or the priceless artworks inside that steal the show. It's what lies beyond the walls. The gardens. They say the sprawling grounds are so vast and so intricate that it takes over 50 full-time gardeners just to keep them alive. Imagine that, an entire workforce dedicated solely to pruning hedges, watering citrus groves, and tending to rare, exotic plants that stretch across nearly 20 acres. Some say walking through the gardens feels less like visiting a private estate and more like exploring a royal botanical park. Inside, the villa's rooms are as grand as you'd expect: lavish salons, sweeping staircases, and sunlit terraces that overlook the sparkling Mediterranean below. The architecture is a blend of classic Belle Époque elegance and sheer opulence, with details that whisper of the extravagant parties once held within its walls. And it doesn't just sit quietly in history. Villa Leopolda has been featured in films, whispered about in real estate circles, and even sparked bidding wars between billionaires who were desperate to claim it as their own. It stands as both a monument to old-world grandeur and a reminder that true luxury never really goes out of style. But here's the twist: Villa Leopolda, for all its elegance, is still just the beginning of our journey. Because while this mansion may be breathtaking, the next home on our list isn't just beautiful, it's built like a fortress, hiding secrets you'd never expect. Stay tuned, number 9 will make you rethink what a modern megamansion can really be. Coming in at number 9, we leave the old-world glamour of Europe behind and step straight into the bold, futuristic luxury of Los Angeles. Rising high above the Bel Air hills sits a megamansion so massive it simply goes by one name: the One. This isn't just a house. It's the largest private residence in the United States, sprawling over 105,000 square feet of pure excess. To put that into perspective, that's bigger than a shopping mall or nearly 50 average American homes combined. Inside, the One is practically a playground for billionaires. You'll find a full-size bowling alley, a private nightclub, a beauty salon, a spa, and even a dedicated theater built to Hollywood standards. The home comes with a 30-car garage, perfect for showing off a collection of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, or even a few Bugattis if you've got them lying around. And when it comes to views, the massive glass-walled infinity pool stretches so far over the hillside that it feels like you're swimming directly into the Los Angeles skyline. But here's the wild part: despite being valued at nearly $500 million, the One almost never found its one buyer. After years of construction delays and financial chaos, the mansion went into bankruptcy court, where it eventually sold for a fraction of its original price. Proof that even at the highest levels of luxury, sometimes the dream is just too big to sell. Still, the One remains a cultural icon, an outrageous symbol of modern wealth, ambition, and the Los Angeles lifestyle dialed up to the extreme. And speaking of extreme, we're only just getting warmed up. Because number 8 takes us to a skyscraper mansion so tall it dwarfs even the One. If you're enjoying these mind-blowing homes, make sure to hit that like button, it really helps us bring you more incredible videos. Number 8 takes us from the Hollywood Hills to the beating heart of India's financial capital, Mumbai. Here, soaring 27 stories above one of the busiest cities on earth, stands a house so colossal it looks more like a skyscraper than a home. This is Antilia, the private residence of billionaire Mukesh Ambani, one of the richest men in the world. Valued at more than $2 billion, Antilia is widely regarded as the most expensive private residence ever built. But its price tag isn't even the most shocking part, it's the features inside. Spread across 27 vertical floors, Antilia comes equipped with 3 helipads, multiple rooftop gardens, a ballroom dripping in chandeliers, and a private temple where the family can retreat from the chaos of city life. And if that wasn't enough, the mansion employs an astonishing 600 full-time staff members, yes, 600, just to keep it running smoothly. Imagine needing the equivalent of a small village just to manage your home. Inside, you'll find luxuries that border on science fiction. An entire floor dedicated to ice, designed to create an artificial snow room where guests can escape Mumbai's sweltering heat. Several private movie theaters for family screenings. And a fleet of high-speed elevators that whisk you from the garage, large enough to fit dozens of luxury cars, to the penthouse suites in seconds. Here's the contrast: while most of us sit bumper to bumper in Mumbai's notorious traffic, the Ambani family can bypass it all with helipads right on their rooftop. Antilia is more than just a house, it's a vertical kingdom, towering above the chaos of the city below. But as impressive as a 27-floor skyscraper mansion may be, it's still not the wildest home on this list. Because coming up next, number 7 isn't perched above a city at all, it's a sprawling private island estate that feels like stepping into another world. And if you think 27 floors is extreme, wait until you see the private island mansion at number 7. Number 7 brings us back to California, but this time we're not looking at Hollywood flash or Beverly Hills glitz. Instead, we step into a world of peace, balance, and zen. This is the Ellison estate, a sprawling retreat owned by Larry Ellison, the billionaire co-founder of Oracle, and one of the wealthiest men on the planet. Stretching across nearly 23 acres in the heart of Woodside, California, the estate is less like a mansion and more like a private village. It's made up of over 10 different buildings, each designed with the elegance and simplicity of traditional Japanese architecture. Wooden beams, tiled rooftops, sliding doors, and tranquil interiors all come together to create a harmony that feels worlds away from Silicon Valley, even though it's right next door. At the center of the estate lies a breathtaking man-made lake, complete with koi fish and waterfalls. Surrounding it are meticulously crafted Japanese-style gardens that shift with the seasons, from cherry blossoms in spring to fiery maples in autumn. The design itself was inspired by none other than the Japanese Emperor's Palace in Kyoto, blending ancient tradition with Ellison's vision of modern luxury. The estate isn't just beautiful, it's functional too. The multiple structures include a bathhouse, a teahouse, a dojo, and guest houses that allow visitors to immerse themselves in the calm serenity of the space. Every corner feels intentional, designed not just for show, but to create balance between man, nature, and architecture. For Ellison, a man who built his empire in the world of technology, this estate is more than a home, it's a sanctuary. A place to disconnect from the chaos of business and find stillness among trees, water, and silence. But of course, not everyone is searching for inner peace. Because while the Ellison estate offers tranquility and balance, the next house on our list flips the script completely. Imagine a mansion so high-tech, so over-the-top, it feels like something out of a secret agent film. But if zen isn't your thing, number 6 is a house straight out of a spy movie. At number 6, we find ourselves in Beverly Hills, California, home to Hollywood stars, global moguls, and one of the most extravagant estates ever built. This is Palazzo di Amore, a mansion so massive and so luxurious, it could easily pass for a luxury resort. Spanning over 53,000 square feet, Palazzo di Amore is a true palace in every sense of the word. Valued at nearly $200 million, it has played host to Hollywood's elite, with parties that look like scenes from a movie, except here, the setting is real. The journey begins in the lavish gardens, a winding paradise of fountains, reflecting pools, and terraces that stretch across the property. Every pathway feels like an invitation to step deeper into opulence. But the gardens are just the opening act. Step inside, and you'll find the crown jewel of the estate, the grand ballroom. Capable of entertaining more than 250 guests at once, this hall is drenched in marble, chandeliers, and soaring ceilings. Picture Hollywood royalty dancing beneath golden lights, glasses of champagne raised, while live music echoes through the space. For decades, this room has been the beating heart of Beverly Hills glamour. And just when you think the extravagance has reached its peak, Palazzo Amore surprises you again with its very own private vineyard. Yes, this estate doesn't just serve wine, it produces it. Rolling hills of grapevines yield hundreds of bottles each year, transforming this home into one of the few estates in the world where you can sip wine crafted just steps from your front door. Every inch of Palazzo Amore is designed to impress, from its opulent salons and luxury spa to the breathtaking views of Los Angeles that stretch endlessly into the horizon. It's not just a house, it's a stage where luxury, power, and Hollywood history collide. Comment below which house you'd move into if money wasn't an issue. We'll be pinning the best responses. At number 5, we step back in time to a place where old money grandeur and Hollywood glamour collide. Rising above the San Simeon Hills of California stands the legendary Hearst Castle, a sprawling estate that feels more like a kingdom than a home. Built by publishing tycoon William Randolph Hearst in the early 20th century, this estate was the playground of America's elite. With over 165 rooms spread across 90,000 square feet, Hearst Castle wasn't just a residence, it was a stage for power, wealth, and spectacle. Presidents, movie stars, and world leaders all walked its halls, invited to parties that became the stuff of legend. The most iconic feature? The Neptune Pool, a marble masterpiece complete with Roman columns and sculptures, stretching out beneath the California sun. It's one of the most photographed pools in the world, and it captures the essence of Hearst's vision, luxury on a scale that defied imagination. Inside, the castle is dripping with treasures, European tapestries, Renaissance ceilings, and priceless antiques collected from across the globe. Every hallway feels like a museum, every room a reminder of Hearst's obsession with grandeur. And of course, Hollywood couldn't resist. Hearst Castle has been immortalized on screen, most famously in The Godfather, where its iconic halls doubled as the home of Hollywood royalty. To this day, it remains a cultural landmark, attracting millions of visitors who come to witness the sheer audacity of Hearst's dream. But as magnificent as this historic palace is, the world of luxury has evolved. Because while Hearst Castle represents the opulence of the past, the next estate on our list reimagines the future. And if you thought this was old money luxury, number 4 has a twist only billionaires could dream up. At number 4, we leave behind history's castles and step into the future. Tucked along the shores of Lake Washington in Seattle lies Xanadu 2.0, the futuristic smart mansion of Microsoft founder Bill Gates. From the outside, the home blends quietly into its forest surroundings. But make no mistake, this is one of the most advanced private residences on the planet. Built over 7 years and costing more than $125 million, it's less of a house and more of a living, breathing piece of technology. Inside, nearly every inch of the estate is wired with sensors and systems designed to respond to its guests. Step into a room, and the house immediately recognizes you, adjusting the lighting, temperature, and even the artwork on the walls to match your personal preferences. That's right, while most of us can barely afford a smart speaker, Bill Gates' home literally tracks your mood and changes its environment around you. The house boasts a 60-foot swimming pool with an underwater sound system, so you can listen to your favorite music while diving beneath the water. There's a massive private library filled with rare books, including priceless manuscripts. And for entertainment, the mansion includes a state-of-the-art home theater and expansive reception hall large enough to host hundreds of guests at once. Even the walls are works of innovation. They display digital art that can be switched out with the tap of a button, transforming the mood of a room instantly. It's a place where architecture meets code, where luxury is measured not only in marble and glass but in algorithms and engineering. Xanadu 2.0 is more than just a house, it's the ultimate fusion of wealth, innovation, and vision. A glimpse into how billionaires might live in the future, today. And now, we're heading into the top 3 most luxurious houses in the world. Can you guess which legendary mansion will take the crown? Drop your prediction in the comments, let's see who gets it right. Number 3. Villa Les Cèdres, France. A royal estate on the French Riviera with legendary gardens, priceless art, and a library worth more than most homes on earth. Tucked away on the sparkling French Riviera lies one of the most enchanting estates in the world, Villa Les Cèdres. Built in 1830, this breathtaking mansion was once the residence of King Leopold II of Belgium, making it not just a home, but a royal treasure trove of history. Stretching across 35 acres, the estate feels less like a mansion and more like a botanical paradise. The gardens here are legendary, lined with over 14,000 rare plant species and centuries-old olive trees that whisper the stories of European aristocracy. In fact, many say simply walking through these grounds feels like stepping back into another era. Inside, Villa Les Cèdres is nothing short of a museum of luxury. With 14 opulent bedrooms, a ballroom fit for royalty, and an Olympic-sized swimming pool, the estate seamlessly combines historical elegance with indulgent comfort. But perhaps the crown jewel is its priceless art collection, paintings, sculptures, and rare pieces that transform the mansion into one of the most exclusive private galleries in Europe. And then there's the library, lined wall-to-wall with more than 3,000 volumes, including antique manuscripts and first editions. Rumor has it, the library alone is valued higher than most people's entire houses. Imagine sipping espresso on the terrace while overlooking the Riviera, with access to some of the rarest books in existence. That's not just luxury, it's a lifestyle reserved for the absolute elite. Valued at over $400 million, Villa Les Cèdres isn't just a home, it's a symbol of timeless prestige, where nature, history, and wealth intertwine in spectacular harmony. But as grand as this royal mansion may be, number 2 takes us to a house so private, most people have never even seen inside. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Number 2, Villa Aurora, Rome. A Renaissance palace with secret gardens and a priceless Caravaggio ceiling that makes it one of the rarest homes on earth. When we talk about luxury, most people picture infinity pools, glass walls, or private helipads. But this estate redefines opulence by mixing Renaissance history with billionaire exclusivity. Hidden in the heart of Rome, Villa Aurora is more than just a mansion, it's a living museum. Originally built in the 16th century, this villa holds treasures that money alone could never replicate. Its crown jewel? A one-of-a-kind ceiling painting by none other than Caravaggio, one of the greatest masters in art history. Experts claim this single artwork is priceless, making the home itself practically invaluable. But the wonders don't stop there. Beyond the art, Villa Aurora boasts sprawling secret gardens where Roman nobility once strolled. Imagine walking through the same courtyards where history was written, surrounded by sculptures and frescoes older than most countries. Each room is drenched in Renaissance charm, yet maintained with the kind of care that only the world's wealthiest can afford. And while its valuation hovers around $1 billion, for the ultra-rich, the real price tag is about owning a piece of history that will never be built again. It's not just real estate, it's immortality in stone, paint, and legend. But don't go anywhere, because number 1 isn't just a house, it's practically its own city. And finally, we've made it all the way to number 1. You've seen futuristic tech mansions, billion-dollar villas, and palaces dripping with history. But standing above them all is a residence so iconic, it's known across the globe. Number 1, Buckingham Palace, London. This is the ultimate residence of royalty, the home of kings and queens for centuries. But don't mistake it for just a castle, it's practically its own city. With a staggering 775 rooms, including 78 bathrooms, a private chapel, and staff quarters that house more than 800 people, Buckingham Palace is in a league of its own. Every hallway is lined with priceless artwork, historic tapestries, and chandeliers that have witnessed generations of world leaders walking beneath them. The Grand Ballroom alone has hosted coronations, royal banquets, and events that shaped the course of history. The gardens stretch across 40 acres, making it the largest private garden in London, complete with its own lake. And if all that wasn't enough, the palace itself is estimated to be worth an astonishing $4 billion, making it the most valuable residence on earth. Owning this palace isn't even a possibility, it isn't for sale, and it never will be. Buckingham Palace is more than a home, it's a symbol, a legacy, and the beating heart of an empire. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the top 10 most luxurious houses in the world. From futuristic tech havens like Bill Gates' Xanadu 2.0, to island retreats built by tech billionaires, to palaces dripping with old-world history, we've seen just how far the concept of luxury can stretch. Some of these homes impress with technology. Others with sheer size, art, or priceless cultural heritage. But together, they show one undeniable truth: luxury isn't just about wealth, it's about vision, legacy, and the ability to create something that will stand the test of time. So now, we want to hear from you. Which one of these dream houses would you move into tomorrow if money wasn't an issue? Drop your answer in the comments below, we'll be pinning the most creative responses. And if you love this countdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because Luxe Quest is just getting started. Our next video will take you beyond houses to explore the most jaw-dropping billionaire yachts and private islands you've never seen before.